Welcome back, folks. And today we're going to focus on a new credit card. This card launched yesterday, Tuesday. And this card is an interesting card to me just because this card can serve a very particular role, especially if you have an American Express heavy setup where you're all about getting MR points. And this card can serve a specific role of getting you up to an extra 28,000 points on Rakuten specific spend. But there are some caveats here, and there are caveats there. But I do think that this card is super useful as in getting you a little bit extra to squeeze a little bit more value out of the points that you're earning through Rakuten. If you're a heavy Rakuten user and a heavy American Express user, I cannot see a reason not to add this card. It is the Rakuten card. It is issued by Imprint, so it's not going to count to your American Express issued cards because American Express is not the issuer. It is on the American Express network, and you'll earn cash back with Rakuten. But if you do earn membership reward points with your Rakuten, you pool your points over to American Express via adding an American Express card, a membership reward earning card to your Rakuten account, you can earn membership reward points with this card. Now, they do pay out every 3 months, much like Rakuten. You're not going to get any special treatment monthly with this card. That would be a neat feature and an even bigger value add. But I do think that this card serves a very particular purpose for membership reward point earners. And for those of you who are heavy into cashback, it does add a bit more cashback for you overall. So this is the Rakuten card. It's issued by Imprint. We're going to go over to Danny the Deal Guru. It's a relatively simple card, but just want to go through it piece by piece here. We're going to share new Rakuten card, no annual fee, $25 bonus, and up to 4% cash back. There's a bit more to it than this, but Rakuten today announced the launch of the Rakuten American Express card in the US exclusively for Rakuten members. The Rakuten card offers cardholders up to 4% cash back with no annual fee. Rakuten is partnering with Imprint to power the card program and First Electronic Bank to issue the card through American Express's Agile Partner platform. That's relatively new. Here are the details. You get $25 on your first $500 in spend with the card within 90 days of accepting the card. Rakuten members who refer new members to Rakuten through the Refer a Friend also get $30 cash back if they spend at least $30 in the first 90 days. That is a standard. You don't need the Rakuten card for that. So I don't know why it was included in the sign-up bonus, but there you go. Card details: with Rakuten card holders will receive extra 4% cash back on top of what they already earn while shopping on Rakuten's platform. However, that rate is limited to the first $7,000 of credit card spending each calendar year. Separately, cardholders will also earn an extra 5% cash back on top of the 5% members earn when dining at more than 22,000 Rakuten partner restaurants, totaling 10% cash back on Rakuten dining. In addition, the Rakuten card offers cash back on purchases cardholders make everywhere else outside of Rakuten's platform. This includes cash back of 2% on groceries and restaurants and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Backed by the American Express network, the Rakuten card also provides cardholders with access to American Express offers for shopping, retail protections, including purchase protection, extended warranty, and more. The card's not very exciting as per Danny the Deal Guru, and for most card holders, this card isn't going to be particularly exciting. I will grant that. However, here's where I think things can come into play for you. That's 4% cash back on $7,000 in spend, or 4 times membership reward points on $7,000 in spend. If you utilize Rakuten when there are increased sales, the Dell comes around with 15%. You're now going to get 19% or 19 times membership reward points per dollar on Dell purchases. Now, the Dell example, probably not the best just because that was primarily used with the American Express Business Platinum card to get that Dell credit of $400 plus the 15 times X plus the everything else that you're going to get out of it. That was a nice stack that you ran with the American Express Business Platinum card. Wouldn't be the same with the Rakuten card. But think of the Rakuten card as just a really nice kicker for Rakuten purchases when major sales come up. Looking for Hey Dudes, looking for Reebok, looking for everything else on Rakuten, right? If you go through Rakuten, you can always find a pretty solid deal. So we're going to go to Rakuten real quick just to highlight a couple things here and there. So let's share our screen again. So just going to Rakuten, sharing the screen. Here we are in Rakuten. They're highlighting the card already. Apologies for the inverse colors. Just how the way my thing is set up right now. So your favorite brands, right? Converse, 2% cash back, plus 6% cash back at Converse. Hey Dudes, 3% cash back right now. You can easily see this jump up to 10%, right? Currently, Temu is 12%. You'd get 16% cash back on Temu, 16% cash back on Viator, 16% cash back on StubHub, 10% cash back on Adidas, 8% cash back on Priceline. I don't know if it would stack with SoFi, just because I don't think you can fund the SoFi account with credit cards, so that would be silly. But hotel purchases, 7% plus 4%. Nectar, 10% cash back plus 14% cash back, right? If you utilize it in some pretty particular ways, when there's very big sales going on or huge offers through Rakuten, you can come out pretty far ahead. And the way I would consider using this was just as a specialty card for when those immediate Rakuten offers that come up that you want to jump on, and you know that you want to earn those membership reward points anyway, that you add an extra 4x to that total. If for whatever reason you want to do the Norton LifeLock when it's 95 times membership reward points or 95% cash back, tack on with your Rakuten card. Now it's 99x on that purchase, up to the first $7,000 in spend. So you're only going to be really getting an extra 28,000 membership reward points. But let's say you move your membership reward points out to Hilton, right? Hilton's 1 to 2. That is 56,000 membership Hilton points from this card that's now getting you one extra night and more toward a Hilton stay, depending on the price of the Hilton that you're staying at in points. Now, yes, I understand that we tend to be more higher roller when it comes to Hilton redemption. 28,000 membership reward points becoming 56,000 membership reward points doesn't sound particularly sexy. I get that. But you are eking out a little bit more. You're getting a little bit more value, a little bit more incremental value out of your points, out of your spend, and you're doing a stack on top of it, right? So yeah, it's only 28,000 points, but that's 28,000 more points than you would have gotten than just going through Rakuten for whatever you were purchasing. Typical spend is also going to be 2% groceries, 2% on restaurants. Now, if it's a Rakuten restaurant, Rakuten Dining goes through Rewards Network, and you can put your Rakuten card as your Rakuten Dining card. Now you're going to get 10 times points on those locations. If we go through Rakuten Dining real quick, let us reshare the screen, go back to Rakuten. Let's see if we can get Rakuten Dining up here as well. So let's see, Rakuten card, back to school dining, right? 5% cash back on 22,000 restaurants everywhere you go. Add your credit card to your account, dine and pay with your card, automatically earn 5% cash back. So that's how that works. You can go to all of these locations, but check out Rakuten Dining. You're going to know the restaurants in your area if you use anything that is Rewards Network dining, right? If you're in Built Neighborhood Dining, the same restaurants are in Rakuten Dining. If you're going through A Advantage Dining, same thing is in Rakuten Dining, or Advantage Dining, same thing. Delta Dining, same thing. JetBlue Dining, same thing. They're all the same restaurants. It's all the same network. It's all powered by Rewards Network. So you're going to get 5% from Rakuten, 5% for using the card, 10% on those restaurant purchases if they're restaurants that you like to go to. If they're restaurants that you have friends who like to go to and you need to get them, I don't know, a birthday or Christmas present, hey, get them a $100 gift card, get them a $200 gift card because it's a really swanky place or something like that, right? 10 times points. And then 10% or 10 times points is uncapped. So now a couple of gift cards, right? Let's say you've purchased 5 gift cards as gifts for friends throughout the year. Let's $100 on each gift card. That is 5 times 100 is $500 in spend. That is 5,000 extra points. And if you max out the $7,000 in spend with the 4% times 7, if you max out the $7,000, now you're doing 33,000 points that you weren't previously getting. That, let's say, again, you go to Hilton, that's 66,000 Hilton points. Again, enough for at least a night tacked on to whatever else you were doing. And if you time it with the 30% Hilton transfer bonus from American Express, that's 2.6. So that's 33 times 2.6. That's closer to 70,000, which is a night at like the next higher up hotel at Hilton, depending on how low your bookings are going. Am I saying that this is a great card? No, I will not say that this is a great card. It is a lovely shade of purple. I think purple cards in general are very nice and strong across the board. The Fairwinds card is a strong purple card. The United Quest card, after the refresh, has gotten stronger. The Rakuten card is a brilliant shade of purple. Are there any other pretty good purple cards? No, I can only think of 3. But those 3 cards have gotten better. Now, the Rakuten card is not necessarily a card I would say that everyone should go out and get. If you're a heavy Rakuten user, and Rakuten is a big part of your membership reward point earning strategy, you should strongly consider this card. It doesn't add to your American Express card count. It's on the American Express payment network. You get American Express offers. You're going to get an extra $7,000 in spend. If you spend $7,000 through Rakuten already, or around $7,000, you're going to get 28,000 membership reward points on top of that were not available to you before. So that is why I would seriously consider getting this card if you are someone who is deep in the membership reward point earning space. If you are a serious cashback spender, that is what, $280 in additional cashback every year if you max it out. Not terrible. Definitely not a bad way to approach things. You would have to max out that 7,000. Again, this is on top of whatever other deals that you're striking with the Rakuten. If you're making purchases at 10%, now it's becoming 14%. If you're making purchases in store, so one of the things that Rakuten also has in its website is they do have some grocery stores. So they have Albertsons, definitely. There's at least one other, Giant, right? So if you have Giant or Albertsons grocery stores in your area, whether it is in the Northeast, Giant would be Stop and Shop, Albertsons would be Acme. Right. I'm just speaking in terms of the Northeast. I think Safeway is Albertsons out west, right? You go in store, you're going to get a base 2%. Then you can get an extra 1.5%. Now, if that 1.5% were to say become, I don't know, 3%, and you use this card, now you're getting 2% plus 3%. Not bad. And you could also be stacking on that 4%. So now groceries that were like $200, you're going to get what, 4, 6, 7 times points, 7.5 times points on that potentially, depending on what the offer looks like at an Albertsons or a Safeway. There are very unique point stacking opportunities that with this card to further extend your membership reward points. Now, is this the greatest card ever? Again, no. This card has a very unique role in your wallet if you are someone who is big on Rakuten, if you're someone who's big on getting membership reward points. It's a no annual fee way to just get yourself some extra membership reward points that can be turned into whatever you want to use your membership reward points on, especially during transfer bonuses and things like that. This card can get you at least 28,000 membership reward points on spend that you're already potentially doing through Rakuten, on top of whatever other deals with Rakuten that you're getting. It's a 28,000 point kicker on top of all your other spend on Rakuten. So I think this is a great opportunity for those in the American Express ecosystem, right? If your Amex is your main card, this is awesome. Now, are there drawbacks? Yes. If you're somebody worrying about 524, you're probably not going to go out of your way to get this card. If you're somebody who is LOL24, you don't care. You're going to add this card. If you are in the membership reward point earning space, you can't get any no lifetime language offers. Your biggest tool in your trade right now is Rakuten because you're not able to get no lifetime language. Get this card. If you are somebody who relies on membership reward points for your travel, get this card. If you are someone who likes cash back and uses Rakuten as a way to amplify the cash back on spend that you're already doing, get this card. If you are someone who is looking to gain additional cash back and use that cash back to purchase points somewhere, get this card. This is not an everyday card necessarily, but there's just enough there to make it a very strong specialty card. It is a card that amplifies what you're doing with American Express. It is a card that can amplify cashback strategy so that you can utilize that cashback either to purchase points in an ecosystem or give yourself some additional cashback and do with your cashback whatever you so choose to do with it. IRA, Roth IRA, 529, just pop it into an investment vehicle, pop it into a ISA, whatever you're going to do, right? This is a card I'm not overly negative about. I can see a very clear role for this card. I think this is one of the better cards that has launched this year because it does have a very clear role. Now, do I wish that this card was not capped at $7,000 and it was capped more at $10,000 or $15,000? Yes, I do. However, the internet exists, And there are people on the internet who go out of their way to blow cards up because it's just overpowered. And Rakuten used to be Ebates, and the Ebates card was something that did that, and the original Rakuten Visa card was too overpowered, and Rakuten was losing money. So $7,000 is the number that they came up with. Do I wish it was higher? Yes. Do I understand why it's not higher? Yes. Am I going to tell you why it's not higher? Yes. It's the people who talk about manufactured spend who run boatloads through their card, and they're not going to be happy about the $7,000, and they're going to complain the loudest about the $7,000 because them the reason why. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. If you like what I do, hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you want to support me here on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member. $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. If you really like what I do and you want to see me in a different format, check out the Stack Your Points podcast. We release shows on Wednesdays and Fridays here on YouTube. We do a live on Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. here on YouTube as well. RJ and I from Stack Your Points have a new podcast. It is called Bridge Banter. It is about Star Trek. We are rewatching Star Trek Lower Decks. We're going to be going through the entire series, kind of go from there, talk about lore, talk about some other stuff, review the episodes as we go. First episode dropped this past Monday, and we'll be recording that and releasing that on Mondays as well. So yeah, hopefully you'll help me out there. Check out the pinned comment for other ways to support me outside of YouTube if you want, and there'll be 2 videos popping up here-ish. So yeah, talk to you soon. Thank you so much for your time. Could have been anywhere else. You stuck around with me. I appreciate you. Bye for now.